Hello, welcome to the Visioning Your Future module for the Career Identity Program. My name is Dr. Lori Ghosal, and I will be leading you through this activity. This module is meant to be an open-ended creative exercise that you can take as much time to do as you like, simply by pausing the video and restarting again when you are ready to continue. There are two parts to this module. Complete this part first, then when you are ready, complete the second part. They work really well together, so if possible, it would be great to do both on the same day. Between the two modules, you can allocate about an hour of your time. The purpose of this activity is to draw on your inner voice, perhaps even your earliest memory of what you wanted to be or what you want to do in your life. It explores the idea of your hopes and dreams and even unconscious assumptions you may have had about how you will spend your life in terms of your work. Based on the idea that we create what we subconsciously believe, this exercise aspires to reveal to you these subconscious thoughts and bring them forward so you can better identify what you feel called to do in your life and the values that you wish to express in your life. I believe we all have an inner knowing of what we want for ourselves. Often, this inner knowing may get clouded by expectations of others, pressure by societal expectations, and even our own decision-making based on external objectives. This exercise will help you tap into your internal thoughts, your inner voice, and bring forward those ideas that you truly wish for. I believe putting in the honest effort to reveal these ideas to yourself will help you choose a major and create a career path that is aligned with your authentic self. So let's give it a try. For this exercise, you'll need 2 pieces of drawing paper, preferably without lines, and as large as you can get, at least a sheet of copy paper. I prefer drawing paper. You will also need a set of markers or colored pencils or pens. I enjoy using different colors to access my creativity and to visually express ideas. If you have completed the personal and professional values module previously, you may want to review your top 10 values from that activity as you begin this module. Okay, here we go. When you think about who you are, there are many aspects of your identity that converge within you. You may be a son or daughter, a brother or sister, a friend. You are definitely a college student, and more specifically, a member of the wolf pack. What other identities do you hold? Do you consider yourself to be a poet, a writer, a prankster? Are you an advocate for others? A conservationist, perhaps? These are not necessarily jobs or formal roles that you play in life, at least not yet, but they may be part of your sense of identity of who you are. For me, I'm an animal lover and consider myself to be an animal rescuer, for example. I don't do this in a formal way, but if I come across a baby bird that fell out of a nest or an injured squirrel, I'm the one who tries to take care of it, or at least get it to someone who can. This is part of my identity. Think about these aspects of your identity and write your different identities on one of the drawing papers. Use your colored pencils, markers, or pens, and either write them down in words or draw them or create symbols about them, however you want to represent them on your sheet. Use the colors to convey meaning or groupings of identities. Go ahead and pause the video now to do that. How did you feel taking a few moments to really think about how you show up in the world? Did anything come out that surprised you? When you look at what you've put on the paper, do you see any themes? Themes might include relationship identities, creativity identities, connection to the earth, things like that. Just take a moment to notice these themes. Now, I'd like you to think about your personal and professional values that you've already identified in the earlier module. I'd like you to refer to those, and on the same piece of drawing paper as your identities, add your values. As you choose the values that represent how you want to show up in the world, add them to your drawing paper. Think about your values and the ideals you hold dear. What are they and what do they represent? What is important to you? What are your beliefs about yourself? How do you see yourself in the world? Here's a list of values just to give you something to think about. Go ahead and pause this video and put on your drawing paper the values that are meaningful to you. Now that you've finished your identities and values, take another look at what you've written or drawn on the paper. Are there any other connections that you can make between or among these different aspects of yourself? Here's an example of mine. You'll see that my values are the words with the wavy underlines, and then how I express those values in my life are in the same color written underneath. Education is a big value of mine, and I express that by being a member of the Wolf Pack. I was a student here and stayed on to work here. I'm a lifelong learner and always looking for ways to increase my knowledge, credentials, and experience. As an undergrad, I studied psychology and religion, and as you can see, that is connected to my value of spirituality. These also inform my values of social justice and relationships. Relationships make me feel connected to others in the world. I'm also very interested in the Earth's well-being, and in particular, the well-being of animals of the world. Can you take a few minutes now and look at yours and see what connections you can make with your values and identity map? Pause the video and come back when you are ready. What would you say is the overall theme of your life? Can you write a statement at the bottom of the paper that expresses that? I hope you found this empowering and enlightening to learn a little bit more about what motivates and drives you. Thank you for working through part 1 of the Visioning Your Future module. When you are ready, you can go to part 2.